as a powerful side hustler. So the first thing you want to do is create an LLC. That stands for Limited Liability Corporation. But even before that, you gotta pick a niche. But before picking a niche, you need to develop hybrid skills. Before developing hybrid skills, you need to have base knowledge of what you want to get into and like an approximate level of education. Now, this is the hardest part. A lot of people just kind of assume that you could just learn everything on YouTube, which is true. In many cases, you can, and it can take you a long time. But if you really wanted to make money in 2026, you need to be leveraging multiple gig economy apps. Those gig economy apps, you're just going to be using them as a side hustle. You're not really going to be using them as a primary source of income. For primary source of income, obviously you got to have a full-time job. For like a side hustling source of income, you're going to be doing Uber Eats, you're going to be doing Airbnb, providing that you have a property. If you don't have a property, then you could skip the Airbnb part. There's other elements you could do like wholesaling, whatever, but I don't want to talk about that. Although that is still an option, but not for everybody. Because once again, that requires hybrid skills. But if you do have hybrid skills, you could do wholesaling and you could do like fix and flip, and you could be using AI tools to find the customers, find your ideal customer profile, and earn additional income. Sure, you could absolutely do that. The problem is, once again, you will need hybrid skills. Now, the top side hustles in 2026 would be combining your AI tools in combination with a blue collar type of work. So if let's say you have a car detailing brand and you wanted to earn extra income, just do a couple of detailing projects, then this is another side hustle you could get into. Another powerful side hustle that you could do is pest control. Recently, I had a mouse that was just like all over my house and I couldn't figure out like what the hell, how can I catch this mouse? If you do pest control, you could make pretty good income, guys. Now, some of you will say, well, like, how can you say that? Well, the truth is, guys, I just went and looked online and I was like, man, I need that mouse problem solved because I can't have a mouse in my house. And I looked it up, like how much it cost. It was just expensive. It was like $650 just to dispatch somebody, and all they do is just place a bunch of traps. And I was like, man, I think that's the business I want to get into. But then again, customers are smart. They will look at that and they'll be like, oh, well, this guy just made $650 just by putting a bunch of traps. I don't think I want to do that. I could do that myself. That is not to say that there aren't customers like that who wouldn't want to touch the trap at all and literally need somebody to set the traps. Sure, but the biggest thing in 2026 for side hustlers that I see is doing pest control, where you literally just learn a little bit more about everything about the house. Now, granted, in my particular case, I kind of know a lot about the house. I did HVAC, plumbing, all sorts of things around the house. But you don't technically need to be a super guru in the house, and all sorts of